I find myself tangled in confusion, lost in a maze of my own making. But the one thing I can't escape is the need for you to want me, to see through the chaos that surrounds me. I'm standing at the edge of a broken path, wondering if I'll ever find my way. But the thought of you desiring me is the only thing that keeps me moving forward, even when I feel lost. Lost in the labyrinth of my thoughts, I search for meaning in the mess I've created. But all I crave is for you to want me, to pull me out of the darkness, even if I'm not sure how to find the light. In the midst of all this confusion, where nothing makes sense, there's one constant, one thing that I hold on to, the desperate hope that you'll want me, that you'll see me as something worth fighting for. I'm drowning in my own mistakes, struggling to stay afloat, but my heart beats louder for the one thing that can save me, your desire, your need for me. Without it, I feel as though I'm disappearing. The weight of my confusion presses down on me, and yet all I can think about is the way I crave your attention, your desire for me to exist in your world. I am a storm of emotions, caught in the winds of uncertainty. But the only thing I know for sure is that I need you to want me, to need me, to make sense of this chaos. I'm so lost in my thoughts, tangled up in the mess I've made. But the one thing that could bring clarity is the simple truth. If you wanted me, everything would suddenly have purpose. Everything feels like it's falling apart, but I can't help but want you to pull me back together, to want me despite my brokenness. It's the one thing I long for in the middle of this storm. I've lost my way, lost myself, but there's a burning desire inside me that won't die. The need for you to want me, to see the person I am beneath all this confusion. Even in my confusion, in my lostness, the one thing that still keeps me alive is the hope that you'll look at me and see something worth wanting, something worth loving. I feel like I'm fading into the background, lost in the noise of my own thoughts, but I can't stop yearning for your attention, for you to want me in the way I want you. I'm trapped in a spiral of my own emotions, unsure of anything. Yet the one thing that keeps me tethered to this world is the thought that maybe, just maybe, you'll want me. The more I try to figure myself out, the more lost I become. But the one thing I crave, the one thing that could save me, is knowing that you want me, that you see me for who I am. I am drowning in my own uncertainty, but there's a flicker of hope deep inside me, a flicker that says, if you wanted me, maybe everything would feel right again. I've spent so much time getting lost in my own mind, but the one thing that keeps me going is the belief that if you wanted me, I might just find my way back. I don't know where I'm going, but I can't stop wanting you to want me, to pull me from this place of confusion and show me that I'm worth something in your eyes. In my deepest confusion, I still find myself hoping, wishing that somehow you'll see past the chaos and want me for all that I am and all that I could be. Everything is unclear. The path ahead is shrouded in doubt. But the one thing that keeps me standing is the thought that you might want me, that you might desire me, even in this mess. I'm lost, confused, broken, but the one thing I can't let go of is the hope that you'll want me, that you'll see something worth loving, something worth saving in me. I don't know who I am anymore or where I belong, but the one thing I still know for sure is that I need you to want me, to need me, to make sense of this all. I'm caught in a whirlwind of emotions, unsure of what to hold on to, yet I can't shake the feeling that if you wanted me, everything would feel less lost, less chaotic. Everything around me is a blur, but the one thing that's crystal clear is the burning desire for you to want me, to reach through the fog and pull me close. I'm standing on the edge of my own confusion, but the only thing I can think of is how much I need you to want me, to see beyond the mess and feel something for me. I've lost sight of everything except the one thing I can't forget, the need for you to want me, to desire me, to remind me that I'm worth something in this world. I'm lost in the silence, in the spaces between my thoughts, but I find myself holding on to the hope that maybe you'll look at me and want me in spite of everything. I feel so far away from who I was, and yet the one thing that could bring me back to myself is knowing that you still want me, that you see me for who I truly am. I'm tangled in a mess of emotions, unsure of which way to turn, but I can't stop wanting you to want me, to pull me from this uncertainty and remind me of what it feels like to be seen,